Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got some great news as it pertains to Avonte Maddox. We discussed that, and Philly Mike's biggest worry is...
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got some good things to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out with that playoff like. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell so you know when we go live or drop videos. We've been going live all week, and we're going live later today at 7:15 for GOAT Talk. Lastly, there's a link in the description. Join that. We got a jersey giveaway coming out. Plus, we talk Eagle news behind the YouTube scenes. It's a free link in the description. Join. Let's get to the good news. So Nick Sirianni did say he is hopeful that cornerback Avonte Maddox with the toe injury is ready for Sunday. Do you understand how much that helps out the secondary? Now you're much more versatile with Avonte Maddox at the slot, C.J. Gardner-Johnson back at the safety position. You can play your three safety look with C.J., Blankenship, Epps to help tackle, to help stop the middle of the field. All that stuff comes into play. It makes us that much more dangerous. You can press, you can blitz, you can do different things, show different looks, and even rattle Purdy more than what I believe he already will be rattled. He did go through walkthroughs today. Now, I do got a pretty reliable source that told me he believes Avonte won't play into the Super Bowl, but we will see. That could just be the cautious today on Wednesday. But the walkthrough happened. A.J. Brown said his hip is good, but Avonte Maddox is key. Let me know in the comment section if you think Avonte Maddox will play. I'm hopeful because Nick said it. Again, he doesn't want the Niners to know anything, so it's neither here or there. But please, if he could go, that makes this defense so much more versatile. Now, like I said, GOAT Talk is at 7:15. Shout out to LB. He'll be the one hosting it, but it will be live on both channels, so come through, hit that notify me button, and look, he used a picture from when me and LB were at the Washington Commanders game where we got, 9 sacks on Carson Wentz. I would love to see that duplicated against Brock Purdy. I don't think he'll let us get 9, but you never know. This D-line has been balling out. I had the Devontae Smith jersey on. He got the Hurt season hats on. It was a great time. Now, I do believe the Eagles will win this game. I believe the rosters are really close. We got the better quarterback. And we do edge out their roster offensively and defensively just through my point of view. But this is a real tough, scrappy team. And Kittle said it himself. This is going to be a violent game. He called it a violent, cold game. I don't know if it's going to be cold. It's going to be like 40 or 50 degrees. That's a beautiful day in Philadelphia at this time. It's colder than them West Coast boys like it. But it's not going to be cold. But violent, I agree. Before we get into my one worry, let's actually hear George Kittle speak about the Eagles fan base and that atmosphere and the link being top tier and this being a cold, violent game. Again, make sure you enable YouTube Shorts so you can catch this during the day as I drop them. Here was Jason Kelsey's 3-year-old daughter saying E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. I got a 3-year-old that can almost say it. He's younger than Kelsey's daughter by a little bit. But from one father to another, it's great. But listen to Kittle. Make sure you enabled YouTube Shorts.
To go into Philly, which is fantastic, atmosphere. I don't know if there's you can say, I love Levi's. I think it's a fantastic atmosphere, but if I'm not going to be biased, besides Kansas City and the Eagles, they're pretty top tier. So it's going to be wonderful. I know how much the fans love their opposing team and all the fans. So it's going to be really fun, and it's going to be cold and violent, and it's going to be a blast.
Cold, violent, and it's going to be a blast. I think both these teams are very physical The trenches is where all games start, but when you're playing such a physical team, offensively, defensively, up front, that's really when it gets violent. And we know Kittle, just like Dallas Goedert, are two of the top best blocking tight ends. He's definitely going to chip on guys like Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat, just like we're going to use Goddard to chip on Bosa. Only Bosa, because we talked about this. Bosa with 18 sacks. Everybody else on that line, 5, 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 5. That's it. Eagles line, 16 for Hassan Reddick, 11, 12, 11, 10. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of guys, a bunch of dogs. Even Fletch got 8. So like I said, when you look at the D-line, it goes Bosa number 1. I'll give it to him. But then it goes Reddick, BG, Sweat, Hargrave, Fletch. That is 4 Eagles, 5 Eagles before we get to the next Niner. So 1 Niner, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 Eagle, and then 7, 8, 9. It could go back to the Niners. It's just like that. But this is my one worry. The Eagles, when needing to focus on the run, have been able to shut it down in the second half of the season. But this is the whole game plan. The Eagles have 70 sacks in the regular season, number 1 in the NFL. The second closest is 54. That's 16 away. And the Niners are 44, which is 26 away. That's the big discrepancy. Anyways, we have 5 sacks in our first playoff game against Daniel Jones. The 49ers know this and will try to run the ball as much as possible and keep Brock Purdy's pass attempts as low as possible. Meaning, they came out against Dallas and they saw that defense was good. If you'd watched the game, the first half was a big-time struggle for Purdy and the offense because the run game could not get going. McCaffrey had some big runs on that 91-yard touchdown drive. The only touchdown drive of the game. All the other points came off of field goals and turnovers, but the one touchdown drive of the game was 91 yards. 60 of the 90 came rushing in the second half when Dallas was gassed. But in the first half, Dallas shut down the run, forced Purdy to drop back in uncomfortable situations, and their pass rush got to him. What do you think the Eagles is going to do? Bottom line, be ready to stop the run in all the different ways they do it, because if this is a game, when it's all said and done, that Brock Purdy only dropped back 25 times, if he's attempting, not how many completions, but if he's only attempting 22, 25 passes, that means you only had 22 chances to go out there and get a sack. And that's one of the best things our defense does. So we have to force them to abandon the run. Not really abandon the run, but we got to stifle it enough that they don't get more creative, more in their bag, and feel good about doing it and tire our defensive line out. So even when they do pass the ball, we're a little off balance, we're a little off guard, and we can't pin our ears back and get at the quarterback. JG starts playing scared. Now, here's the thing. What we do on offense can dictate it as well. If this Niners defense is as good as it's been pronounced, then our offense might struggle early. So if the offense struggles, they're running the ball good, they got us right where they want us. But if our offense can put up points, if we can stifle the run a little bit while putting up points, that is going to force the Niners to drop Purdy back. And besides the Seattle Seahawks game, he didn't have much success just dropping back and letting it loose. He's been playing very smart, been playing in his system. He's a cog in the system. He's not the whole system. That's the difference. But they know we got 70 sacks. They know we rather they pass. They know we are going to pin our ears back in the 3rd and long situations. So they're going to do their best game plan to limit that. And Kyle Shanahan can get really creative in the run game with jet sweeps, Ayuk, Debo, Juszczyk, Kittle, and of course McCaffrey. So I hate to say this, but if the Eagles can stifle the run game, Even though Debo's good and Kittle's good in the pass game and Purdy can throw the ball decently, my confidence level goes up. I already think the Birds are going to win this game. But my biggest worry is us not being able to fully control the run game, and then everything is open for them. And our best part of our defense, which, listen, I love big play Slay, Bradbury, CJ Garner-Johnson. Maybe we get Avonte Maddox back. But how many opportunities do we get for a pass deflection, for an interception, for a sack, for a fumble? You don't get that many sack fumbles, interceptions, or PBUs if the quarterback's only dropping back 22 times. 22 dropbacks, even if he completes half. If he completes half his throws on 22, that's 11. Now you're talking about 11 opportunities for a sack, fumble, interception. Your odds ain't great. Force him to throw the ball 29, 32, 33 times. Make them completions down low, and then you have a lot more opportunities to get mistakes made by the 7th round, last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, don't forget, GOAT Talk at 7:15 live on both channels. I'm going to have it pop up right here in my chest. Make sure you go over to LB or stay on mine, whatever. However, just make sure you hit notify me on one of the channels because we going to need Eagle Nation there because we going to break down this game. I haven't really picked LB's brain about the game. He hasn't picked mine. We might see it the same. We might see it different. Who knows? But it's always a movie. So make sure you hit the notify me button, come through, and show love, Eagle Nation. There's going to be Niner fans there. They've been here all week long. Let's send them packing, feeling sorry for themselves. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. 12 minutes long. Drop the muscle emoji. I appreciate y'all. Come through in what? 2 hours, it says? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We out. Peace.